glitches, at least in the early going. Not a big deal, but at least in the early going. Now, a lot of people think that we're going to move wholeheartedly all towards streaming. Forget cable TV when it comes to football.
Right.
I would suggest that the infrastructure for streaming ain't in place yet.
One, yes, we eventually will go all to streaming. This whole landscape of television watching is going to change, and sports, especially because you want to watch it live, that's right at the forefront. The problems that you saw are not uncommon. It seems that it always happens early. It's almost like it's what you'd call a scaling issue. Like they're not entirely anticipating the number of people that are going to hit the stream at the very beginning. We saw similar issues with HBO Go and the McGregor versus Mayweather fight, where people were struggling.
But they can adjust.
Exactly. And if anyone can adjust, it's Amazon, AWS. They have so many servers sitting there. They just light them up. They go, oh, okay, we've got more demand than we expect. They pump it up. But I think it's always about being prepared up front. Okay. Companies like Microsoft, companies like Apple, companies like Google, all of these people are going to be ready to have servers on the back end to serve these services. And consumers want this. Why? Because if you read how Amazon served up the game, it was on all platforms. Wherever you wanted to see this game, you know, whether it was through Fire TV, through your mobile phone, through the website, you could see it anywhere. And also, the 149 countries means everywhere around the world. So breaking down barriers, ubiquity, ease of use, on demand, this is what people want. And they're tired of
this is what they're going to get.
Absolutely.
And it's going to work.
Oh, 100% it's going to work.
Real fast, I've got to get to the iPhone 10.
Yeah.
Now, Apple said nothing, but there are reports of production delays which make it not until February.
Two things that they're talking about here. The Romeo and Juliet components for the True Depth image component right on the front of the screen. And then the screen itself, an OLED, which is a top-to-bottom OLED screen. There are some reports that are saying that they're having some issues producing enough of these components to make the products in time for the November release. And we've actually heard rumors that it might get pushed into next year. But Apple tends to deliver. So they're keeping quiet about this. I would be shocked. This would be a really big deal if they slip and they can't actually deliver it in November. That's very unlike them. Yeah. What I think will happen is they will absolutely deliver in November, but in limited quantities, which is kind of what we expected anyway. With a $1,000 phone, they figure maybe the demand will be a little bit lower. That could be a slight miscalculation, though, because people really want the latest, greatest, coolest, newest, most Apple-ist thing.
But listening to you, I might be inclined to buy Apple at 153 as opposed to sell it.
And by the way, talk about stocks.
I know. But look, thank you very much for flying in at 1 o'clock this morning just to be on this program.
That's the only reason I did.
Yeah, right.